See the signs, seems lonely, but you got strength inside to leave it all behind, 'cause you know who you are. Don't know where to go, vision's getting blurry, don't see nobody to turn to.
We conducted a number of what we call community dialogues, which is really a dialogue with young people, as well as people that influence them, their parents, etc., to start to unpack some of these issues and get some insights into why some of these things are happening.
So initially we developed a project called Gender Challenge, and we decided on two areas, which was Gobongo and Umbumbulu, just looking at the situation of women. There were many issues that came up. One of the issues was this sense of helplessness amongst women, as though that the environment around them is so defeating.
We've had a lot of leadership from the Department of Women, Children and People with Disabilities, the Departments of Health, Education, Social Development, as well as SANAC, the Secretariat itself, but also the women's sector, have given a lot of impetus into the campaign and contribution, and have taken the campaign on as something that they wanted to run with, something that they wanted to direct and lead, and we continue to enjoy the benefits of that partnership.
So the campaign for me it's actually more than what I expected. Sometimes when you have your dreams, when you have your aspirations, to roll out something that can talk to young people, that can actually ensure that girls stay in school and become better than what you are. Every dream and every aspiration I had in my head, I managed to articulate it, and the team has really managed to bring it to life, and I'm just over the moon.
What we've seen from the research is that there's been an upsurge and increase in the number of teenage pregnancies, in the number of intergenerational relationships that are happening between younger women and much older men. And what this showed us is that there is a gap in terms of reaching those young women, and we're thinking of creating a campaign that speaks directly to that target market.
We did quite a lot of research, asking around, and eventually we came to this idea of Zazi, meaning know yourself. And one of the key insights from the research was that women, they don't believe in themselves, and they sort of lack that inner strength. And so from Zazi, know yourself, we came to Zazi, know your strength.
And the whole idea is to actually introduce women to that strength that is inherent in every single one of them, and to just reconnect them with that strength, so that when they find themselves in any kind of situation, they can tap into that and indeed be able to make decisions that help them overcome.
And I think Zazi is a mindset, and I think it's also why this campaign is a big mind shift in a sense. It's not telling people to change in essence who they are, but to become the better or the stronger version of who they are.
The theme and the feel of the video is first and foremost about girl empowerment. I love it because it addresses the whole gender issue, which is very kind of topical at the moment. It's a very, very serious issue that our country is facing. So in that respect, I kind of feel like I'm doing something. I'm more than just telling a story. I'm doing something very worthwhile, something that has meaning.
The development of the music video itself, I think, was a first for all of us in terms of using music for messaging. And I think the creative agency, identified strong South African women.
The target market is 16 to 24, and a lot of them enjoy music. And in choosing our artist, who is Zonke, who is well known and loved within that age group, we thought that this message coming from her will be louder.
Music is a great part of sending messages. You know, it's one of the most powerful platforms. You can enjoy the music, but you can still kind of like grasp the message and not miss it, you know. And so I'm hoping that this does just that, you know, where it touches people in every way.
I'm hoping that in the next few months, like from its launch, we'll be able to get, you know, a national awareness about this issue and more young women standing up for themselves, standing up for their dignity and saying, you know what, we will not be bought, we will not be coerced, we will not be compromised. We know who we are and we know our goals and our dreams, and we're willing to take our time to get there. So we're not going to rely on the, you know, an older man who's going to make, you know, it more, you know, economically attractive for us or whatever. We're not going to rely on other people's money or whatever. We're going to be patient, we're going to dedicate ourselves to our goals, and we are going to be self-sustaining, independent women. You know, and if we can get that kind of consciousness going, I'd be really happy.
I think it's quite an important thing to do when you come up with a campaign is how can you make it last longer than the time that it's showing on TV or you're hearing it on radio.
And that's when we came up with the idea to actually use what we call a knot, a green knot. Green is a color that is associated with strength, with the earth, which really speaks to the strength that exists in all women. And we thought, what if we could start a ritual, for lack of a better word, where, you know, when somebody has done something that shows their strength, that they actually get to commemorate that at that place where it happened with a green knot.
Zazi. Zazi. Zazi.
Zazi.
Zazi. Zazi. Zazi.
Zazi. Zazi. Know yourself. Know your worth.